My name is Nicole, and we have a very special topic today. And these are for the people who are trying to lose weight, change the lifestyle, and if you are diabetic and looking for a different sugar alternative, this is the right place for you. So within this presentation, you will know different sugar substitute, what are their characteristic, and among these sugar replacements would be stevia, one of my favorites. So I'm going to discuss as well positive side effects and what are the allegations being thrown to it. And we're going to discuss which ones would be the perfect sweetener for us. So the first sweetener on our list would be agave sweetener. It is created from the agave plant, which gives us our favorite tequila. And the syrup, along with the information of caramel, has somewhat more calorie consumption. So this is something. This is a sweetener that you cannot indulge too much on because it has higher calorie. However, it is 25% sweeter than regular sugar, so you can actually take less. So you could take less calories and not gain weight. And the beautiful side of agave is that it contains dietary fiber, and it contains prebiotic bacteria. So we all know that there are two kinds of bacteria, right? Good and bad bacteria. So good bacteria is good for your tummy. It makes sure that your intestinal bacteria are all nourished to promote healthy digestion. And the second sweetener on the list would be honey, one of the most syrup in the market today. And this kitchen staple offers a concentrated dose of antioxidants, and it is apparently easy on the center and hips. So it doesn't cost you belly fat and fat distribution on the hips, unlike sugar. So it is perfect for those who are trying to lose weight. All right, if you don't have a very strict sugar consumption, if you're not very strict on that part, then you could use honey. Calories, however, it is not empty, and it's full of nutrition. And the good part of this is it is perfect for those who are suffering from high cholesterol. There are some reports that taking honey regularly will help you lower your cholesterol by around 3.3%, and while you are trying to maintain or you're trying to lose weight. So this is very good. And honey has been around for centuries. If you can see, it's part of the common food in the Bible. So honey is one of the major sweetener in Israel and other religious countries. And let's go with blackstrap molasses. This blackstrap molasses is very thick. It has a very strong aftertaste, yet it is very nutritious. It Taking regular dose of blackstrap molasses will ensure you 15% of your daily iron requirement. If you are suffering from premenopausal stage for women, this is a good tonic that you could use to ease the pain. Because during this stage you need more iron. And aside from iron, it contains vitamin B6, magnesium, calcium, and antioxidants than any other natural sweetener. However, it's kind of strong, so it's not good for coffee or juice. It has very distinctive taste and it's gonna overpower your drinks. But it is perfect for jam replacement. Instead of you taking high caloric jams, then use blackstrap molasses. It's really sweet. It's delicious, especially with bread. And if you are cooking dish, you can use blackstrap molasses as your sweetener. as long as it rhymes with the taste of what you're cooking. And the next would be coconut sugar. It is gaining its popularity because it has a lower glycemic index than sugar, so it is somehow useful for those people who have diabetes. If you're diabetes type 2, then coconut sugar is, probably one of the sugar that you could consider, because it doesn't cause any blood sugar spike, blood glucose levels on the body. And it is very possible to substitute coconut sugar for traditional sugar because it has a very last aftertaste, so it tastes like brown sugar. So brown sugar is somehow, it's like refined sugar somehow. And if you're very particular to taste, but you are looking for a healthier, then go for coconut sugar. However, these coconut sugar is not free. I mean, it's not calorie free sweetener, so definitely you cannot indulge too much on this sweetener. And the next one would be barley malt syrup. We all know that barley is very nutritious. It is one of the major food in eastern part of in eastern. They use barley in bread and many other food sources, and it's really nutritious. It's been here for a century, and aside from using it as a flour, you can actually use it as a sweetener and through a syrup form. And it is very similar to molasses. Barley malt syrup has, unsurprisingly, a malty taste. Of course, it's malty taste. It's malt syrup, and this is this makes it ideal for baking in bread. And if you have a partial warming, you can use this barley malt syrup as well. It it has lower glycemic index. It has full of nutrition, and however, it is not as sweet as regular sugar, but somehow it satisfies your sweet. It's not ideal for tea or coffee because, as I mentioned earlier, it has a very strong malty taste. However, it's perfect for other sweetener uses, like mix it in your dishes and bread. So, the last but not the least would be stevia herb sweetener. This is natural sweetener, zero calorie, and it is originating. It has been around for centuries, and some of its extracts has been used in sodas, sports drink, and other sugar-free products. And it comes with many form. It could come with as a liquid form, powdered form, or other spoonable products. And it has been used as well for baking. And there are many brand names in the market today. Um, we can name some of them. There are Sweet Leaf, Truvia, and Pure Via. Well, I have nothing against with these companies. It's just for a fact that bleaching stevia herb will strip off the nutrition, the precious antioxidant, the vitamins and minerals from the plant. And on top of that, they are putting this plant into a rigorous process that includes chemical. And aside from that, once they bleach and fully process the extract, they mix this with the other substances like dextrose, um, maltodextrin, um, and unnatural materials or substances, which for me is unhealthy because you were taking stevia because you were trying to be healthier, but taking refined powdered stevia is like taking artificial sweetener. It doesn't make any difference. So since stevia is gaining popularity in sweetener category, many controversies are being thrown at it, and part of that is that the possibility that it can cause cancer and infertility. Well, these allegations are definitely a myth because there's no long-term research to prove the allegation. But there were some researchers who tried to do a test to some animals. So what they do is they fed high amounts of stevia extract to these animal test subjects. And none of those animals had severe side effects, and none of them showed any symptoms of cancer and infertility. And stevia is has been used for decades by several countries like Japan, Korea, China, Malaysia, and you name them. Since there were reports that artificial sweetener can cause major health problems when you use it long term, so these countries banned the use of artificial sweeteners, which made way for stevia to conquer some of its market. So stevia is around for decades. Many stevia users have positive feedbacks with the benefits that it can provide, and with the result, especially in the category of losing weight. And on top of that, there is an allegation that it can cause slight discomfort. Well, this one is, slight discomfort could be uh, could be sugar withdrawal syndrome. When you say sugar withdrawal syndrome, your body is adjusting with the amount of the sugar you're feeding it. So after a few days, once your body is fully adjusted with the amounts of sugar you're feeding it, then the symptoms will go away. And side effects could be coming from the refined powder that you were taking, especially Truvia. If you're going to check the label, it's not made from 100% stevia extract. And it contains chemical and other non-organic materials, so you might be reacting to those substances but not to stevia extract. So that's one thing that you could consider as well. And only 2% of the population have allergies when it comes to taking stevia, and most of the population could tolerate well using stevia as a sweetener. And just to make a quick recap on what we've discussed today, there are so many other alternative sweetener out there aside from the replacement that I recommended in this video. And it depends on how you would use them. You could use them sparingly in your food, in your drink, and depending how you can tolerate the aftertaste, or it depends on your health condition, because some of these replacement contain calories. So definitely you need to take them in moderation and never overindulge. Well, stevia is zero free calorie. However, I'd rather use it sparingly as well, because anything too much is not good. I still believe in that rule. And another thing is stevia does not cause cancer or infertility. These are all myth, and no long-term proof that stevia can cause these side effects. And side effects from taking stevia should be short term, and it could come from sugar withdrawal syndrome, or you are probably reacting to the product that you were taking, stevia brand that you were taking, because they are not purely made up from stevia extract. So what's our verdict? Stevia is an excellent sugar substitute for peace and for those who want to cut back on sugar intake, or if you're just trying to lose weight, because and yet it's very sweet. It is 200% sweeter than sugar, and much better to get dried leaves stevia, because I mentioned earlier that refined powdered stevia contain a lot of chemicals and other harmful substances, which makes it unfit for human consumption. It's for me. It is based on my opinion and my research, and using stevia will help you meet most illnesses due to excessive sugar intake. Stevia, dried leaves, is fit and safe for human consumption. And if you don't know where to get your stevia supply from, well, I will recommend a farm. Go ahead and click a link below my video, and it will take you to the website. This is where I get my supplies from. Very professional in drying the leaves and producing good crops without the help of any synthetic materials or chemicals. So you're sticking with your organic diet if you were very concerned with that part, like me. And if you do have questions, feel free to put a comment below, and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please stay healthy, and see you again next time. Thank you.